It was scary. I moved up there with a sleeping bag and a tarp. I didn't have a tent, I didn't have an ice chest, didn't have any of the gear that you really need to survive out there. Didn't have food, didn't have water, didn't know anybody to come and help me. You had to learn which ones you could trust and which ones you couldn't, that's for sure. I knew about Church of the Park before I ever moved out there. I had some best friends that used to go there all the time, and me not being the best religious person, I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to a church for breakfast. No, why would you go to a church for breakfast? Like, I had a bad experience with the church when I was 19. I used to go every Wednesday, every Sunday religiously. I was asked to leave because I was an unwed mother. Yeah, it's a hard subject. Pretty much lost all hope and faith.
Jesus was talking to a host, and he said, when you're going to throw a big banquet, don't invite your rich neighbors, but invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, and in that way, you'll be blessed. Our tagline is a table of love and acceptance for those who need it most.
Church of the Park wasn't like any other church I've ever been to or experienced or even heard about.
Our goal is to see people and hear their stories.
They take the time to listen, they don't judge, and it makes you feel like you matter, that you count.
Church of the Park believes, for people to really get better, we want them to be a part of their solutions and volunteer. And in that process, that's where we see transformation. We see this idea of growing dignity, growing confidence when they're able to achieve goals that they have for themselves. So you know a lot of folks who are currently unsheltered, living out of their cars, living out of tents. What difference does it make to them that they have a chance to volunteer?
It does a lot more for a person than a lot of people think. It gives them something to do, it gives them purpose and a reason to get up every day and to give back in the community.
So COVID brought out this interesting opportunity where we couldn't have volunteers do the warming shelter, and so we had the opportunity to hire people to help. Yes. How did you feel about Church of the Park being willing to hire folks who are unsheltered?
I was very, very surprised that I got a job offer on the spot, and not only me, but several other houseless people that were out at the park got offered positions also, which I think was a great idea because we could help the ones that were coming in that needed services because we knew where they were coming from. We could relate to them, we could help mentor them, we could provide them with hope and a purpose.
So I know a lot of folks are driving around Salem and they're seeing what they believe is, a human crisis in different parts of our town. And I agree with them that no one should be living like that. Our big push is, do you want a safe camp with, toilets and showers and, people who are looking out for each other? Or do you want folks just pitching tents in parks and sleeping on business sidewalks? It seems like a really clear alternative that we can help provide. So you have a community that you're a part of. You have a purpose. You have a job. You've shared with me you are on 7 different lists. Yes. Waiting for housing.
Yes. Pretty sure I'm going to be on there for a while.
That's the reason I'm pushing. We don't just need this pallet shelter space on Portland Road. We need every ward in our city to put forth, a piece of property that we can put temporary shelters on, or open up a warehouse where we can have, camping that again is safe, it's sanitary, and we can support people to get on the waiting list like you are.
Unfortunately, there's just not enough housing options available for all the ones that we have out there that are unsheltered.
The reality is that the availability to rentals is not there. The cost of rentals is going up. And so we as a community need to come around those folks who are unsheltered and stand beside them until we can meet the housing demands. And I'm really hoping that more churches and more businesses would open up just even overnight parking. The goal for Church at the Park is not just to offer more services. It is to help create a beloved community. We love Salem, and we love those who are unsheltered, and we believe that together we can be the kind of beloved community where, we're going to see better days than we have today.
It makes a big difference. I know it made a difference in my life. Like I said, without the church, I wouldn't be here. That's for dang sure. It saved my life.